Good morning to everybody. I hope you look at my face and I hope it reflects the happiness that I have in my heart that I'm here this morning. This is one of my favorite batches that I have taught as a very young, very young lecturer. I was just beginning my career when I taught this batch. I traveled with them for 3 years, I think from 94 to 97. And I think I carried this batch in my heart because I have so many good memories about teaching this batch, because I honed my skills teaching them. It was my first job teaching, and I think I cut my teeth literally teaching them. They put up with all my, maybe I made a lot of mistakes, but they've never ever brought it out. I mean, they've had a very good rapport with me, and the fact that after 25 years they still remember me and they've called me for their 25th union really makes me emotional and brings a lot of pride and joy to my heart. I wish each and every one of them the very best in the future, and I hope to stay in touch with them for a long time to come. God bless.
Thank you very much for inviting me for 46th batch reunion. I wish the students and their families all the very best. Thank you.
I'm very excited to be here in Nikki. I'm married to an MITN, Vijaykanan. I feel like I'm an extended family here. இவங்க பேட்ச்மேட்ஸும் இருக்கிற ஒரு என்ன சொல்கிறது, பிட்வீன் த ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அவங்களுக்குள்ளே இருக்கிற சிங்க் வந்து நான் வேறு எங்கேயுமே பார்த்தது கிடையாது. ஈவன் என்னோட பேட்ச்மேட் ஸ்கூல் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்கிட்ட கூட இந்தளவு ஒரு க்ளோஸ்னஸ் இருந்ததில்லை. தேர் ஆல் லைக் ஃபேமிலி. ஈவன் ஐ வாஸ் கமெண்டிங் டு அதர் கைஸ் ரைட் நவ், எப்படி இவர் வந்து எம்ஐடி பீப்புளோட ஃபோன் காலில் இருந்தார்னா ஒரு ஆக்டிவ் அவரோட வாய்ஸ் வந்து ரெய்ஸ்ட் ஆகி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. இஸ் தேட் எக்ஸைட்டட் அண்ட் ஐ எம் எக்ஸைட்டட் டு பி அ பார்ட் ஆஃப் திஸ் சில்வர் ஜூபிலி.
என்ன சொல்கிறது, அதாவது எம்ஐடியில் வந்து எங்களுக்கு நிறைய நினைவுகள். நாங்கள் எப்போ அதுக்காக வந்து இங்கே இப்போ நம்ம 25 இயர் கழிச்சு இங்கே வந்திருக்கோம். 25 இயர்ஸ் கழிச்சு எல்லோரையும் பார்த்ததில் சந்தோஷம். அதை விட முக்கியமாக எங்கள் பேட்சில் வந்து எங்களுக்கு எப்போல்லாம் டைம் கிடைக்குதோ, யார் எத்தனை பேர் அவைலபிளாக இருக்காங்களோ, நாங்கள் எல்லாருமே அங்கங்கே சின்ன சின்ன குரூப்பாக மீட் பண்ணிக்குவோம். அப்படி மீட் பண்ணி வி ஆல்வேஸ் டாக் அபவுட் எம்ஐடி. அதுக்கு முக்கியமாக எங்கள் ஃபேமிலி சப்போர்ட் தான். எல்லோரும் வந்து இவங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி people who are married into MITians, they automatically become MITians. அப்படி ஒரு கல்ச்சர் இருக்குது. அந்த ஒரு கல்ச்சர் தான் இன்னும் கீப்பப் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். இன்றைக்கி நம்ம பேட்ச் சில்வர் ஜூப்ளி வந்து we have been planning for it for a while. அதனால் ஐம் ரியலி ஹாப்பி. 25 வருஷம் கழிச்சு எம்ஐடியில் இருக்குதுன்றது ஒரு எக்ஸைட்மெண்ட் இருக்குது. ஆனால் கம்மிங் பேக் டு ஹோம், அவ்வளோதான்.
25 வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் திரும்ப வந்து இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனை பார்க்குறது ஒரு சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. நிறைய விஷயம் மாறி இருக்குது, நிறைய விஷயம் அப்படியே இருக்குது. பட்டு நண்பர்கள்லாம் வந்து மெயினாக ஒரு 25 வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் பார்க்குறது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. எல்லாருக்கும் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஸ்டேஜில், காலேஜில் இருக்கும்போது வேறு மாதிரி இருந்தாங்க, இப்போது வேறு மாதிரி இருக்குது பார்த்திங்கனாக்கா. ஓகே, ஆல் தி பெஸ்ட்.
ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. அப்புறம் 25 வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் எல்லாத்தையும் மீட் பண்ணுறது. எல்லோரும் அதே இதோடு இருக்காங்க, எந்தோடு இருக்காங்க. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது எல்லாத்தையும் மீட் பண்ணது. நல்ல ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ். சில பேர் மிஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க, ஆனால் நல்ல ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. அதனால் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம்.
நம்ம ஃப்ரெண்டு சொன்ன மாதிரி தான், இன்றைக்கி 25 வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் நிறைய பேர் இப்போ தான் ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் பார்க்குறோம். சில பேர்த்தோட காண்டாக்டில் இருக்கோம். அப்போ இன்றைக்கி இந்தமாரி ஒரு ஈவெண்ட்டில் தான் எல்லாத்தையும் ஒன்றா பார்க்க முடியுது. இன்னும் இப்போ தான் ஈவெண்ட் ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கு. இனிமேல் இன்னும் நிறைய பற்றி தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னு விருப்பப்படுறோம்.
நண்பர்கள் சொன்ன மாதிரி ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமான விஷயம் அது. எல்லோரும் பார்த்து பேசி பண்ணுறது எல்லாம் சந்தோஷம். பழைய நினைவுகள்லாம் நிறைய திரும்பி வருது. நேற்றுலேருந்து நான் எல்லோரோடையும் இருக்கேன். ஒரு விஷயம் என்னென்னா, நேற்று நான் அங்கே இருக்கும்போது நான் மட்டும்தான் அப்படி நினச்சேன். பட் எல்லோரும் ஒரே மாதிரி தான் இருக்காங்க. எல்லோரும் ரொம்ப மாறலை. எல்லாருக்கும் கண்ணு தெரியல, எல்லாம் மொபைல் தூர வச்சு பார்க்குறாங்க. நம்மளை போல எல்லாம் இருக்காங்க. அந்த ஒரு சந்தோஷம். எல்லாருக்கும் பிள்ளைங்கள் இருக்காங்க, அவங்க நல்லா படிக்கிறாங்க, எல்லாம் பண்ணுறாங்க. இல்லை காலேஜ் கோயிங் கிட்ஸ் இருக்காங்க. எல்லோரும் எப்படா ரிட்டையர்மெண்ட் ஆகும், எப்படா இப்போ இதெல்லாம் எஸ்கேப் ஆகும், லைஃப்பில் நல்லா லீட் பண்ணான்னு எதிர்பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. எல்லோரும் பார்த்து பண்ணுறது எல்லாம் சந்தோஷம். டீச்சர்ஸை பார்க்குறது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. இட்ஸ் எ வெரி குட் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்.
பேர் பாலகோபால். ஸோ நான் காலேஜ் முடிச்சுட்டு இப்போ தான் 25 வருஷம் கழிச்சு ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் வரேன். இப்போ வரும்போது ஒய்ஃபும் பையனோட கூட்டிகிட்டு வரும்போது அவங்ககிட்ட சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன், எனக்கு எவ்வளோ சந்தோஷம் இந்த காலேஜில் அட்மிஷன் கிடைச்ச போது, அண்ணா யூனிவர்சிட்டி பற்றி, எம்ஐடி பற்றிலாம் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன். அவனுக்கு நீ வந்து அவன் இப்போ பையன் வந்து இப்போ 9th 10th போகிறான். ஸோ நீ எப்படி வந்து இப்போ ரெஸ்பான்சிபிளாக இருந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நல்ல காலேஜில் கிடைக்கணும், இதை வச்சு தான் உனக்கு லைஃப் முன்னுக்கு வர முடியும் அப்படின்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன். இங்கே வந்து பார்த்து எல்லா பசங்களோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸோட எல்லாரையும் பார்க்குறது பேசுகிறது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். இன்றைக்கி நாளைக்கு எல்லாம் என்ஜாய் பண்ணுவோம் நல்லா. லுக்கிங் ஃபார்வர்ட் ஃபார் இது கோல்டன் ஜூப்ளியும், கோல்டன் ஜூப்ளி, பிளாட்டினம் ஜூப்ளி எவ்வளோ பேர் இருக்காங்களோ அவ்வளோ பேர் கண்டிப்பாக வந்து மீட் பண்ணுவோம். கண்டிப்பாக ப்ரொஃபஸர்ஸு எல்லாருக்கும் இது ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணவங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு தேங்க்ஸ். தேங்க்யூ.
Very good morning to one and all. This is Sangeeta. I'm Mrs. Karthikeyan. So we are very, very, very happy to be here, the part of this wonderful 46th batch reunion. So avungalku evlo sandhoshamo as a better half of their this thing, and we are very, very happy to be here present. And they all have they all have, like, you know, we must say, like, you know, they have been a great life partner to all of us, and we are blessed to be a part of this MIT family. Thank you.
ஸோ இன்றைக்கி காலை பொழுதில் காலேஜில் 25 இயர்ஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் மீட் பண்ணுறதுல ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கும். நாங்கள் 2 நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டோம் கொண்டாட்டத்தை, சிறப்பாக கொண்டாடிட்டு இருந்தோம் 2 நாளாக. மார்னிங் ஹஸ் பீன் கிரேட். லுக்கிங் ஃபார்வர்ட் ஃபார் தி ஹோல் டே ஈவெண்ட். தேங்க்யூ.
It's been awesome, really. எனக்கு என்ன தோணுது, it's like we pressed a pause button at the end of our MIT studies, and then we have just restarted. அப்படி தான் இருக்குது. It's been really awesome.
Now let's sing a song together.
Let's sing a song together.
Yes. Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Mustafa, don't worry, Mustafa. Mustafa. Okay, Mr. Workshop வெங்கடேசன் பேசுவாங்க.
வாங்க சொல்லுங்க.
வாங்க வெங்கடேசன். பேர் வெங்கடேசன். என்னடா சொல்கிறது? இல்லை, ஆக்சுவலி எம்ஐடியில் ஜாயின் பண்ணும்போதே நான் ஆக்சுவலி ஒன்றும் பெருசாக இதாக இருக்காது. ஓரளவுக்கு இப்போ நல்லா டெவலப் ஆகிட்டு இப்போ ரைட் நவ் ஐம் இன் டிசிஎஸ். இப்போ எம்ஐடி முடித்த உடனே வந்து இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்டேஷன் கம்பெனிஸில் ஜாயின் பண்ணேன், இல்லை டிசிசி எரெக்ஷன்ஸில். ஐ வாஸ் தேர் அண்ட் 3 years. Then I moved to TCS. The last 20 years I am with TCS. That's all. Okay. Speech. Oh my God! Come on!
Organizer.
MIT is nothing but start பண்றா.
So it's a happy reunion, happy moment. அதாவது லைஃப்பில் வந்து certain opportunities will knock once in a while in the doors. So this is one of the opportunities. So very happy to be among the friends. No 25 years எனக்கு என்னமோ பாஸ் பண்ண மாதிரிலாம் தெரியல. We are still continuing the journey மாதிரி தான் எனக்கு தெரியுது. So we wish we should have many more such kind of old age get-togethers too, right? Thank you.
பேர் சுரேஷ். 46442 டி நம்பர். இல்லைப்பா, நிஜமாக ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கு திரும்பி ரீயூனியனில் வருது. இது 25-26 வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் திரும்பி காலேஜுக்கு வரோம். இதெல்லாம் நாங்கள் 3 வருஷம் சேர்ந்து நாங்கள் இங்கே ஹேட் ஸோ மச் ஃபன் டுகெதர். நாங்கள் அடிக்காத கூத்து கிடையாது, இதெல்லாம் கேமராவில் சொல்ல முடியாது சார் அதெல்லாம். பட் ரொம்ப கிளாட் டு பி பேக். அதான் எவ்வளோ சான்ஸ் கிடைக்குதோ திரும்பி அடிக்கடி மீட் பண்ணணும், அதுதான் எனக்கு இங்கே. தேங்க்ஸ்.
ஹலோ, குட் மார்னிங். என்னோடய பேர் திருஞானம். 46-345. நான் வந்து எலக்ட்ரானிக்ஸ்லேருந்து இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்டேஷன் சேஞ்ச் ஆகி வந்தேன். எனக்கு வந்து ஐ எம் ஸோ ஹாப்பி டு கம் ஃபார் அவேலேருந்து வந்து எங்கள் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுங்க, பழைய ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுங்கெல்லாம் மோர் தென் 50% ஆஃப் த கிளாஸ்மேட்ஸ் இருக்காங்க இங்கே. அவங்க ஃபேமிலிஸ், ஓல்ட் மெமரிஸ், எங்கள் ஹாஸ்டல்ஸ் எல்லாமே வந்து வி வாக் த்ரூ சின்ஸ் எஸ்டர்டே. இட்ஸ் அ கிரேட் ப்ளஷர் டு பி ஹியர். எல்லோரையும் பார்க்குறதுல ரொம்ப ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். லுக்கிங் ஃபார்வர்ட் ரெஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த டே. இன்றைக்கி நைட்டு எல்லோரும் இவங்களோட டைம் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணிவிட்டு we will definitely take this memories back and stay in touch with our institution. Thank you.
Hi, this is Ravi. 46430 T number. 25 வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஈவெண்ட் ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணி I think it's a very lucky thing for all of us actually, at least those who are present in the event. காலேஜில் நாங்கள் பண்ணாத கூத்தில் அடிக்காத கலாட்டா இல்லை. ஸோ we are trying to recollect all those memories let's see, like it should be a great function. All the best to all everybody.
Karthik Kumar Jeevagan, T number 46-411. It's been an absolute honor. I'm humbled to be given an opportunity to meet with all my classmates. ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருக்குது. மேம் எல்லாம் வந்து they remembered me as a class rep who I once was. நான் பண்ண சேட்டைகள்லாம் அவங்க ஞாபகப்படுத்துகிறாங்க. Of course, like not in the instrumentation field, so they are disappointed to some extent. Hopefully, I have an opportunity to get back on that horse. Event start up, so I'm really excited and happy to be part of the event. Thanks.
Yeah, hi, my name is Vidya. I'm Karthik Kumar's sister. I work for an IT company and I'm basically a mechanical engineer.
Only girl in the mechanical engineering department. Thank you, Vidya, and thank you everyone for gracing this occasion. It's been an absolute honor for all of us to be here. Yeah. So there is a joke about me in.
Hello, good morning everybody. It's a great pleasure to be a part of this wonderful 46th batch reunion. I'm Sangeeta, Mrs. Karthikeyan. So I'm working as a head of the department in Bharat University for Hospitality and Tourism Department. And we are very, very happy and it's great to see all of you assembled together and just the same as you all were in those days. My daughter.
Hi guys, I'm Neha Karthikeyan, daughter of Karthikeyan. I'm studying in SRM, first year computer science, doing my engineering again.
Neha is a great dancer and I think we can have her on stage for a couple of minutes now to start with the...
This is my grandmother, Mrs. Nagarajan, wife of Nagarajan, and he was also a part of MIT and...
Hi, good morning. I'm Priya, Mrs. Saravakumar.
This is Balagopal. என்னோட wife பேர் ஸ்ரீவித்யா. She is very nervous to talk.
I don't want to talk. Thank you.
Hi, I am Vibhas Balagopal. I'm in 10th grade. I'm a 15-year-old who likes anime. I like playing games. Who thinks DC is better than Marvel. Plus, okay, let's talk about that later. Let's definitely debate about that later, but not right now. I also enjoy singing and baking. Baking, which I don't do much. So you want me to sing right now? I'm coming to get you, others. I'm coming to get you.
Just 1 second. So we got one guy, we got Neha. We have two more persons to be caught, and they are from the final year instrumentation students.
Hello all, my name is Aarti Meena T. So I'm currently pursuing my final year at Electronics and Instrumentation. So technically I'm your juniors. I'm roll number 2019505001. So maybe I can see my senior here. No, one. Yeah. So. Okay. Okay, so we are also members of IEA, Instrumentation Engineers Association. I'm the joint treasurer. So this is Sanjay, he is the general secretary, and Arunagiri, who is the event coordinator. We have had great placements this year, so I just want to talk about our placements as well, maybe later. We want to talk about the Interco, which will be held on April 8 and 9. So we also need your support for conducting this Interco 2023. So yeah, thank you.
Hello, I'm Sanjay S. I'm General Secretary. My register number is 5041. Is my senior here? As Aarti said before, to conduct this Interco, we definitely need your help. So without your help, it will not be possible. So I kindly request you to do the needful.
Hi seniors, my name is T. Arunagiri. My register number is 5007. Okay, thank you.
Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajumanaharana Bhava Bhayadarunam Navakanjalochana Kanjamukha करकञ्जपदकञ्जारुणं श्रीरामचन्द्रकृपालु भजुमनहरण भवभयदारुणं श्रीराम कन्दर्प अगणितामितछवि नवनीलनीरदसुन्दरं पटपीतमाणवुतडित रुचिशुचिनौमि जनकसुतावरं श्रीराम भजदीनबन्धुदिनेश दानवदैत्यवंशनिकन्दनं भजदीनबन्धुदिनेश दानवदैत्यवंशनिकन्दनं रघुनन्दानन्दकन्द कोशलचन्द्रदशरथनन्दनं श्रीरामचन्द्रकृपालु भजुमनहरण भवभयदारुणं श्रीराम शिरमुकुटकुण्डलतिलकचारुदाराङ्ग विभूषणम् आजानुभुज शरचापधर सङ्ग्रामजितखरदूषणं श्रीरामचन्द्रकृपालु भजुमनहरण भवभयदारुणं श्रीराम इति वदति तुलसीदास शङ्करशेषमुनिमनरञ्जनम् इति वदति तुलसीदास शङ्करशेषमुनिमनरञ्जनं मम हृदयकुञ्जनिवास कुरु कामादिखलदलगञ्जनं श्रीरामचन्द्रकृपालु भजुमनहरण भवभयदारुणं नवकञ्जलोचन कञ्जमुख करकञ्जपदकञ्जारुणं श्रीरामचन्द्रकृपालु भजुमनहरण भवभयदारुणं श्रीराम
T number 46447. This is my wife Preeta.
Hey, I'm Preeta, Mrs. Vijayakanan. I'm very excited to be a part of this joyous event.
Hi everyone. I am Shankari, Mr. Muralidharan's wife. I am a homemaker. He is my son, Vetrimaran, 5th standard. He is Mr. Vignesh, studying in 3rd standard in SSM.
Good morning everyone. I am Smriti, daughter of Ravi Shankar. I am in 8th grade studying in Velamal.
On the வணக்கம், குட் மார்னிங். the காலில் இருக்காங்க, குட் ஈவினிங் யூஎஸ்லேங்க தான். தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் ஜாயினிங். இட்ஸ் அ ப்ளஷர் 25th anniversary-க்கு நீங்கள் எல்லாம் இங்கே வந்தது. ஐ திங்க் இட்ஸ் பீன் 25 லாங் இயர்ஸ். நாங்கள் வி ரிமெம்பர் மோர் அவுட் த 3 years நாங்கள் இங்கே ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணது தேன் அதை செரிஷ் பண்ணி மலரும் நினைவுகள் ஃபார் த 25 years that we've been cherishing that 3 years we spent here. So definitely at least now I remember it very clearly now, and that the day I walked in and I ran into Professor Kavian அப்போ ஆஃபீஸில் இருந்தார். I just had gone into it. அவர் கேட்டார், என்ன டிபார்ட்மெண்ட், என்ன பண்ணுற, என்ன பேக்ரவுண்ட். I'll never forget that till the day I got graduated, and every moment has been very memorable in the 3 years. Yeah, most of them have been sweet, some of them have been bitter, but end of the day it has always been very memorable. I think we carried a lot with us, and the 3 years நாங்கள் என்ன பண்ணோமோ I think in some sense has defined who we are today. And then the camaraderie, and then the camaraderie we used to have those 3 years, so that still carries with us. நாங்கள் at least we make an occasion to meet up, both இந்தியாக்குள்ளே இருந்தாலும் பரவாயில்ல, இல்லை அப்ராடில் இருந்தாலும் we do make it a point, and the sense of friendship that we cherish from here is unforgettable, and I think we all carry it with us forever. And we definitely want to make sure that this doesn't become one-off occasion. At least it took us 25 years to get here, but our at least expectation is we do it more and more going forward. Quickly, I introduce Pantu, then I'll kind of go into the agenda for what's there in today. I mean, name is Suresh Ranganathan, T number 46442. Now, born to Valandana, I was in Trichy, and then I had moved here after I did my BSc in St. Joseph's College in Trichy, physics, and then I had moved here for the BTech. Currently, now I live outside Philly in the US. So, interesting fact, some of you can tell, my wife is also 2 years junior, 48th batch, instrumentation. Of course, நிறைய கேள்வி கேட்பாங்க, உனக்கு இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்டேஷன் எவ்வளோ தெரியும் அவங்கள காலேஜ் இருக்கும்போது, காலேஜுக்கு அப்புறமானு. அதெல்லாம் லஞ்ச் டேபிளில் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிடலாம், இங்கே வேண்டாம். அது 1 year தான், அவங்க 2 years ஜூனியர் எனக்கு. So actually MIT means a lot in a lot of ways. It's not just on the professional side, but also personally it means a lot to both of us. Actually இன்னைக்கு the rundown for today, and I think that's what we planned here. I don't clear இருக்கான்னு தெரியல, but the idea at least is that we will start off Tamil Thai வாழ்த்து பண்ண அப்புறம் we'll have a welcome address by we'll do a welcome address by Thiru. அதுக்கப்புறம் we'll have a couple of tributes that we have for professors and one of our batchmates who's no longer with us. So we want to do that. And then we want to have an opportunity for the dean or HOD and professors to come and talk when you get a chance to உங்களோட point of view நீங்கள் ஷேர் பண்ணலாம். And then we also have folks from MITA. Thank you for coming. We also have some occasions where we want to show a gratitude towards it. A china function to basically show what we have done and what we can do for the institute. And of course, there is the big part of it is we have a looking back trip down memory lane. Mari or china video capsule potirkom. We would like to share that as well. And of course, we also have students from the current batches, and we want to make sure that you feel involved. So towards the end, we'll have an open Q&A session, and you guys can come interact and get something from us. And whatever way we can help you out, definitely we are looking forward to doing it. So that will be towards the end, and of course there is a nice lunch and closure. So that's the agenda for today, roughly. I'll first hand it over to Thiru to start off with a welcome address, and then we'll come back. Tamil Thai word. A quick introduction, Thiru, if I could just give it. Thiru, T number 46345. And I think he was born and raised in Tirupattur, but currently he lives in New Jersey, in the US. Thiru.
Thank you, Suresh. Good morning. On behalf of our 46th batch instrumentation engineers who are all here with our special t-shirt, the class of 1997, I would like to welcome each one of you here, our past and present faculties of MIT, and our all the juniors over there, and especially our families and friends who showed up to support us today. All of you are very instrumental in our development and supportive, and we are here, and where we are, it's all like because of your support. We are here like showing a global presence, like all of us are here from several continents. And we never forget, like we all got incubated in one classroom with the warmthness and support from our faculties and fellow friends all over here. I think I'm getting a little emotional, but I think I could able to manage it. I had a special shout out to all our faculties during our academic year. Dr. PK is here, and everyone. All of you guys didn't even taught us like just an academic to make our grades and just pass out. You all taught us how to be a better being. So that's where we are today. And we do not have a single doubt in our mind like this institution has a cultural heritage, very strong cultural heritage, which brings us here as a strong alumni reunion. And year over year, it's getting stronger. I think we have never thought any doubts on that. As we all remember, we all walked into the campus as an young adult, sons and daughters, and today we stand here in front of you as young professionals, fathers, mothers, uncles, aunts, and after like almost a quarter century here, and our bond is to this institution and to our faculties and fellow mates and batch mates is growing stronger and stronger. And we are so proud to be here with you, all of you today. And lastly, I want to just say, like, we are younger, wiser, and crazier. Welcome you all once again.
I just got feedback that Zoom online, they are not able to listen. Audio varlangranga. Actually, the next topic, we want to pay a tribute to professors that we have known and we have since lost, plus also a batchmate of ours. So, first off, at least is Professor KVN is what we want to start with. I think we are one of the last few batches that have been fortunate enough to have Professor KVN, and it's only fitting that we are sitting in a seminar hall that's named after him, because he left such a personality, I mean, there's no words to describe it better than I need to ask Jagan Mogan, who has known Professor KVN both inside and outside college in way more ways. So maybe Jagan can explain all the feelings that we have towards Professor KVN. Quickly on Jagan. Jagan is 46409, I think, born and raised in Madurai and currently lives in Chennai.
அவையோருக்கு வணக்கம். வணக்கம் சார். ப்ரொஃபஸர் கேவி நாராயணன், கடையம் வெங்கடாச்சலம் நாராயணன். ப்ரொஃபஸர் இங்கே எம்ஐடியில் 14th பேட்சில் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டாக படிச்சுட்டு இங்கேயே பேராசிரியராக பணியாற்றி ஓய்வு பெற்றாங்க. என்ன கேள்விப்பட்டதுன்னா, அவர் ஓய்வு பெறதுக்கு யாரும் அனுமதிக்கலை. இருந்த மாணவர்களும் சரி, சக ஆசிரியர்கள் யாருமே சரி, அவருடைய ஆட்கள் முழுசும் இங்கேயே தான் இருக்கணும்னு சொல்லி தான் அவரை வற்புறுத்தி கேட்டுக்கிட்டதாகவும், அவருடைய சுய விருப்பத்திற்கெனங்க எம்ஐடியோட கோல்டன் ஜூப்ளி செலிப்ரேஷன்ஸ் தென் அது வரைக்கும் நான் இருக்கிறேன். அப்புறம் என்னுடைய ஆன்மீக தேடல்கள் நோக்கி திருவண்ணாமலைக்கு போகிறேன், என்னை நீங்கள் அனுமதிங்கன்னு சொல்லி எல்லோருடைய அனுமதி பெற்றுக்கிட்டு அவர் திருவண்ணாமலையில் போய் வாழ்ந்ததாகவும் நான் அவர்கிட்ட கேள்விப்பட்டேன். அகாடமிக்ஸில் வகுப்பறையில் நாம் எல்லாம் அவர் கூட பெற்ற அனுபவங்களுக்கு அப்பாற்பட்டு தனிப்பட்ட வாழ்விலும் எனக்கு ஆசிரியரோட நிறைய அனுபவங்கள் உண்டு. ஆசிரியர் மதுரைக்கு வந்து என்னுடைய திருமணத்தை கூட நடத்தி வச்சாங்க. திருவண்ணாமலைக்கு முதல் ஆன்மீக யாத்திரையாக நான் போகிறதுக்கு அவர் தான் என்னை கூட்டிகிட்டு போனாங்க. மலை மேலே, திருவண்ணாமலை மேலே ஒரு ட்ரெக்கிங்காக நானும் ஆசிரியரும் காந்தாஸ்வரம் வரைக்கும் போயிட்டு வரும்பொழுது விருபாட்சி குகை, குரு நமச்சிவாயர், குகை நமச்சிவாயர் ஆலயம் எல்லாம் அவரே என்னை கூட்டிகிட்டு போனாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் திருவண்ணாமலைக்கு எப்பப்பெல்லாம் போக வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்குதோ, எனக்கு கோயிலுக்கு போகிறதோ, ரமணாசிரம் போகிறதோ, தரிசனம் பார்க்குறதோ எனக்கு 2ஆம் வருஷம். பேராசிரியரோட நேரம் கழிக்கிறது தான் எனக்கு முதல். அவர் வந்து இங்கே எம்ஐடியில் அவருடைய அலுவலகத்துலேயும் சரி, அடையாறில் அவங்க அக்கா வீட்டில் அவர் இருந்தப்பவும் சரி, திருவண்ணாமலையில் அவருடைய இல்லத்திலும் சரி, அவர் உடம்பு முடியாமல் இருந்தப்போ திருவண்ணாமலையில் இருந்த மருத்துவமனையில், பாண்டிச்சேரி மருத்துவமனையில், இப்படி பல இடங்களில் பல சந்தர்ப்பங்களில் அவரை போய் சந்திக்க பார்த்துருக்கேன். வந்து யாருமே பார்த்துருக்க முடியாது, நான் பார்த்ததில்லை. சில சமயங்களில் நம்ம மேலே சில சிறு பிள்ளைகள் இருந்த போதும் கூட நமக்காக பரிந்து பேசி, பிள்ளைங்கன்னா அப்படி தான் இருப்பாங்க, நாம் அதை அக்காமடேட் பண்ணிக்கணும், அவங்க திருந்திக்கிறதுக்கு அனுமதி கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி மற்ற ஆசிரியர்களிடம், டீன்கிட்ட கூட நமக்காக பரிந்து பேசுகிறத நான் அவரை நிறைய தடவை பார்த்துருக்கேன். ஐ எம் ஓவர்வெல்ம்ட். ஐ குடன்ட் டாக் மச். அகாடமிக்ஸில் வந்து அவர் எதையும் ஆழ்ந்து கற்றுக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து எம்ஃபசைஸ் பண்ணுவார். அதுக்கு வந்து ஒரே ஒரு சின்ன ஆனெக்டோட் இங்கே ஷேர் பண்ணிக்க விரும்புகிறேன். பிஎன் ஜங்ஷன் டயோட், அதை பற்றி ஒரு பாடம் எடுத்தார் எங்களுக்கு. அவருடைய கருத்து பிரகாரம் பிஎன் ஜங்ஷன் இஸ் தி மார்வலஸ் இன்வென்ஷன் ஆஃப் திஸ் செஞ்சுரி அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அதை ஒரு 1 hour லெக்சரில் வந்து அதை கவர் பண்ணினார். Point number one, this is the salient feature which makes PN junction significant. Point number two, point number three, point number 3, 4, 5 ஒரு 6 பாயிண்ட் போயிட்டு இதுதான் வந்து இது முக்கியமான பாயிண்ட் சொல்லி அந்த பாயிண்ட்டை மேலே எழுதுவார். அப்புறம் 8, 9, 10 இது மாதிரி நிறைய கீழே போயிட்டே இருக்கும். இன்னும் அவருக்கு வந்து திருப்தி வராது. நம்மலாம் டிஜிட்டல் வேர்டு இல்லையா, ஜீரோவில் தான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறோம்னு சொல்லி திஸ் ஹேஸ் டு பி 0th பாயிண்ட்னு சொல்லி மேலே ஒன்று எழுதுவார். இப்படியே ஒரு 17 பாயிண்ட்ஸ் எழுதிட்டார். அப்படியும் கூட அதுக்கு வந்து மனசில் திருப்தி நிறைவும் அடையலை. இப்போ அந்த 17 பாயிண்டில் எத்தனை உனக்கு தெரியும் ஜெகன்மோகன் கேட்டாக்கா எல்லாத்தையும் எனக்கு நினைவு கூற வாய்ப்பெல்லாம் போகலாம். ஆனால் இந்த அனுபவத்துலேருந்து நான் கற்றுக்கிட்ட விஷயம் என்னென்னா, எந்த ஒரு விஷயமா இருந்தாலும் சரி நம்ம படிக்கிறது வந்து ஆழ்ந்து படிக்கணும் அப்படின்றது தான். நேரம் இன்மை கருதி நான் இதை எத்தனோடு முடிச்சுக்கிறேன். நன்றி.
அடுத்தது we want to take some time, Professor AN. He was a very towering personality. He left a lot of an impact in a lot of ways. Maybe I'll ask maybe Ravi to explain. இதே மாதிரி நிறைய anecdotes that Jagan சொன்ன மாதிரி we have it about Professor AN as well, but maybe Ravi can explain. Quickly, Ravi Pati. Ravi is history number 46430. He's a full Chennai Vasi, born, raised and still lives in Chennai. So, come on, Ravi.
Thank you, Suresh. Yeah. And support staff and everyone who kind of made it to this event. So it's a great honor for us. So I've been given this opportunity to pay tribute to one of our great professors, Professor A.N. Nagarajan. So let's begin with a Kutti story first. So there are a lot of anecdotes. So this one is one which has been sent by one of our seniors from the electronics department. So this senior, Professor A.N. fondly used to call him Katavasi. So I don't know like why that name, but yeah. So he took care of, Professor A.N. took care of all his mess bills, his personal expenses when he was studying in MIT. And he went out of the way during the interview process, like he went out of the way to convince the interview panel that this guy will be a very good fit for your what you call company, and would be the company would be benefited by hiring him actually. So this guy Katuvasi, after working in India for a few years, he got an opportunity to work in Canada. So again he kind of went to Professor A.N. Like just to tell him like he's going and see if he can arrange some funds for his travel. So what happened was Professor A.N. immediately he called up the bank, and just on that day or the day before he got his salary credited. So he immediately withdrew 2,100 rupees or something, so which was almost like 90-95% of his salary for the month, and he gave it to the senior. And he, in his own style, he said like "Poda Katavasi nalla varuva, periya pera kaapathu." Okay, so this were the words he told him. So do we really see such humanity in people these days? And he was also mentioned by Dr. Sivan from ISRO that he helped him shape his career a lot actually. So this just goes to show that how this tall, dark and stylishly handsome personality had a great impact on students' life. But I'm sure like there will be, 1 minute. Yeah, I'm sure like there will be hundreds of anecdotes like this which will be, or which are untold. So, so he had an very, what do you call, influence on our academic career. Coming to his professional life, so he was on DMIT in aeronautical engineering, and he studied in MIT from 1963 to 66. Then he did his MSc engineering in aircraft structures in MIT. Then PGDEM from one of the reputed institutes, IMA. That was between 93 and 84. So position wise, like he held various positions across MIT, like he was admissions and training and placement, then executive hostel superintendent, controller of examinations, and 2004 to 2017 he was the head admin of AU Anna University KBC Research Center. So overall, if you look at it, like he has spent more than 54 years in MIT. So that's a great achievement, and it's almost like an average lifespan of our current generation. And post MIT, like even while he was in MIT, he had got various offers, salary ranging like 2 or 3 times what he was getting in MIT. But ultimately, he decided to stay at MIT, and he continued in MIT till the end, actually. So we had the pleasure of learning from him a couple of subjects. One was workshop 1 and workshop 2 in the first 2 years. And then he taught us management science. So his enthusiasm towards the subjects were great and infectious. And he used to explain the more complex things in a very relatively easier way. So, and one of the advantages our batch had was we used to visit his house very frequently because his son N. Karthikeyan was from our batch. And most of us had the privilege of calling him Appa or Dad. So that close he was to our batch actually. And this is his family photos basically. So AN is there with his son N. Karthikeyan and his granddaughter, and this is another group photo. And that's it. So I thank, we would like to thank his dedication and for the impact he has created in our lives, basically. So with this, I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to talk about this great legend from MIT. Thank you all.
The last two we would like to do is Professor LSJ, and the other one is Dr. Madhiyazhan. So for Professor LSJ, I'll ask Maniyarasu to first come and talk, and then after that, NK can talk about a tribute to Dr. Madhiyazhan as well. Maniyarasu 46419. Okay. He's from Tirupatur, Dharmaburi, right? So, and lives in Kuwait right now. Yeah.
Hello. Good morning, all. I'm Maniyarasu, 46419. So, I welcome all for this great event. Thank you for participating, our professors, family members, and our batchmates, and also the organizers who have put forward their effort. So when we say Professor LSJ, what is coming to our mind is that simple person and ever surrounded with some students, and he is always around the lab. So LSJ did not taught us any subject as such, but he was a mentor for us for the this electrical labs. So with his assistance, we could make the transformers and printed circuit boards. Actually, he was, we had hands-on experience of making actual transformers and printed circuit boards. Still, we remember that whatever copper sulfate solution dipping and all those things. So he was a humble person, and he always, he always fascinated us with his depth of knowledge in the subject. So whenever a student, in our batch, there were some students fortunate enough to have him as a project guide as well. So when we say, it is unfortunate that at this occasion he is not with us. So he is a simple living and dedicated person. He is fascinated us with his intellectual this thing.
I don't know how many of us remember Tamil படிக்கும் போது கோனார் உரைன்னு ஒன்று இருக்கும், தமிழ் மேட் சிம்பிள். எவ்வளோ காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் தமிழ் இருந்தாலும் ஒரு 2 லைனில் புரிகிற மாதிரி இது தமிழ் சொல்லிக் கொடுப்பாங்க. இப்போவும் தமிழ் கஷ்டம் தான் படிக்கிறது. அதே மாதிரி டாக்டர் மதியழகன் who used to teach us digital electronics using திருக்குறள், புறநானூறு, அகநானூறு. That's how he starts the class with a simple anecdote with திருக்குறள். And he used to correlate திருக்குறள் with gates, binary numbers, hexadecimal, everything. I don't know how is the passion towards Tamil. அது வந்து பியாண்ட் வேர்ட்ஸ். அப்போது வந்து எங்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த டிஜிட்டல் எலக்ட்ரானிக்ஸ் மேட் சிம்பிளுங்கிறது அவ்வளோ அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ண முடியல. பட் ஹேவிங் கிராஸ் த இண்டஸ்ட்ரி ஃபார் ஓவர் 25 years, if we recollect digital electronics or anything, we start remembering Tirukkural. So that's a kind of impact that he has created. Moreover, personally, he is one of his sons, Anbut Chelvan, வந்து என்னோட classmate. So I used to visit him often in his home. வீட்டில் போனாலும் இப்படி தான் தமிழ், திருக்குறள், அகநானூறு, புறநானூறு, how it can be correlated with electronics, டிஜிட்டல் எலக்ட்ரானிக்ஸ், மைக்ரோப்ராசர், இப்படி தான் அவரோட தாட் ப்ராசஸ் எல்லாமே இருக்கும். ஸோ மெனி ஆஃப் அஸ் still remember how he made electronics simple. We can still breathe electronics, talk electronics with simple terms because of that great man, Dr. Madhi Aragan. Thank you, Professor. Thanks a lot. We will cherish all the Thirukkurals and Purananur, Lagananur along with electronics with you. Thank you.
Next, we'll invite Karthik, basically to talk about one of our classmates who unfortunately passed away. I think our dear friend Edwin is no longer with us. So I'll ask Karthik to talk to him. Karthik in 46411. Yeah, born and raised in Madurai, but now lives in North Carolina in the US.
Now, sorry to, please bear with me meaning I may get emotional. Of course. Is it better now? Yeah. So Edwin, if at all I have to describe Edwin, actually, like I think for every parent, when a kid is born, they will say he's a bundle of joy, but he by definition is the bundle of joy. The guy, anytime like when a Mita Fest hums, like he will prepare to enjoy to every second of it. Like in the evening as the event starts, he'll be sitting in one corner, no matter what they play, how they play, whether he like anybody or don't like anybody, he will just simply dance, or he will mimic somebody who's narrating some stories. That's about him. And to add an additional element about like living life to the fullest, or living life with sheer joy. Meaning we all visited beach, like we were all worried, like, oh, we are getting like stuck on our feet and whatnot. Like whether meaning he was in full pant, shirt, everything. Like all he saw was, hey, here is a mighty ocean. I have to enjoy every minute in it. He just jumped on it. He didn't bother about whether he will get wet and then he will come back. So that's meaning again the definition of the joy that one can feel. And again, he was, meaning again, in an academic way, I don't know where he stood in our class, but when he went to US, and again, he become, meaning he got accustomed to the local church, and through his work community, he has become an avid golfer as well. And he started, he became an entrepreneur, started some restaurants and whatnot, until even like the day he passed away. In fact, like he was taking a prometric examination on SAP or Salesforce. That's the kind of person he is. Like he was always keeping himself abreast of the latest technologies. And again, with his family, like he is like very thick and thin with them. Even like when Ganesh Karthik visited from Australia, we were in Thiringanam's place. It's a 4-hour drive. He just showed up just to be there with us for 2 hours, and then because next day he has to go spend time with his family in a church. So that's the dedication that he has towards the family and the church that he was serving with. And again, he survived by his wife, with his wife Rahini, and then his 2 kids, Agnes and Peter. Of course, like one thing that we all learned, meaning even on the deathbed, if you have seen his memorial, it's like he was just with a smile is the way he passed away. So, and not only that, like we all learned from him, even to the single dot of whatever the financial aspects that he has to, again, give it to the family. He has listed it and give it to them so they know how to manage it even when in his absence. So, again, we learned a lot from his life, and I think he taught us, and also he made us, meaning it's been an absolute honor that he lived amongst us, with us, and he will continue to live with us forever. Thank you.
The next part of the agenda, we wanted to get some of the professors and staff, both previous and current, to talk. But first, we wanted to start with the dean. Unfortunately, dean had a conflict in Ikalala. He in fact made it a point to come here at 7:30 when we were there. He spoke to us for an hour before he left. He had to step out. Similarly, I think HOD said he had some pressing engagement, so he couldn't do it. So what we're going to do here is, we're going to change the agenda a little bit. So we would like first maybe to have Dr. Tyagarajan, if you don't mind, come and talk to us about what you feel, what do you know about our batch, and wherever you feel, what is it you want to share with us, feel free to do that. We'll ask Dr. Papa to come in and talk to us. But we wanted then is, no, we have them planned. The way we are doing there is all the professors who taught us or who are involved, we have a video show that's going, and we're going to pause it in between, and then we're going to call them on to talk to us, so that there is a context to it. That's why it's planned that way. But maybe you could start, sir, and then we'll do it. We make sure that everybody has an opportunity to talk about us. So we have all the time. We want to make sure we hear from you more than you hear from us. So definitely, sir, please.
Very esteemed Professor Ranganathan, the first Dean of MIT campus from Instrumentation. Very esteemed Professor P. Kanagasabapati, the second Dean from Instrumentation for MIT campus. He served as a syndicate member too, and Professor served as a Vice Chancellor of a prestigious university. And respected HOD in charge, Professor Papa Madam, my colleagues, and the torch bearers of this great institute, we salute this batch for organizing this 25th year celebration. I request Dr. Sabita Madam to raise the hand if I cross 5 minutes. It will be boring. Oh, Professor Beena Madam is here, Professor Vidya Madam is there. So nice, so nice, so nice. So I'll touch upon 5 points. The first point, which you may not be quickly observing because of your hectic schedule, is this institute got QS world ranking in the range 500 to 650. That's a very remarkable accomplishment of this great institute. We also have the National Institute of Ranking Framework. All these 8 editions, we have been in top 20. Incidentally, 2 faculty members of this campus, one Professor Prakash and another senior colleague, played a significant role in accumulating the data and applying that to the NIRF. We also have this NAC accreditation. NAC means National Assessment and Accreditation. NAAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council. So there, the score we got out of 4 is the first among the state universities in Tamil Nadu. We belong to that at that point of time. So these are some unique accomplishments. இது எல்லாத்தையும் பார்த்துட்டு இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்டேஷனில் இவ்வளோ நல்லது நடக்குது அப்படின்னு பார்த்து யூஜிசியில் இன்னொரு யூனிக் ரெக்கக்னிஷன் கொடுத்தாங்க, விச் இஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் இட்ஸ் கைண்ட் ஃபார் ஸ்டேட் யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ், யூனிவர்சிட்டி வித் பொட்டென்ஷியல் ஃபார் எக்ஸலன்ஸ். 22 கோடி ரூபாய் பணத்தில் நியர்லி 10 crores have come to MIT and couple of crores to instrumentation. Dr. Savita played a very significant role in that. That is the first point. அடுத்த பாயிண்ட் வந்து அகடமிக்ஸ்ன்னு பார்க்கும்போது ஒரு காலகட்டத்தில் we started as IT, அதுக்கப்புறம் நமக்கு ரியல் ஐடி போட்டி வந்துருச்சு. Then we moved to instrumentation engineering. அதுக்கப்புறம் if I remember ப்ரொஃபஸர் கனகபிரசாத் பீரியடில் வந்து இந்த ஆன் கேம்பஸுக்கு வந்து நீ படித்தாதான் அப்படின்னாங்க. சரி, எம்ப்ரேஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு E&I மாற்றணும். நீங்கள்லாம் கொஞ்சம் பேர் அப்போஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பீங்க. பட் இந்த இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் ஆஃப் தி ஸ்டூடெண்ட் கம்யூனிட்டி E&I மாற்றிட்டோம். மாற்றின பிறகு we got National Board of Accreditation. ஒரு டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு கிடையாது, கேம்பஸுக்கு கிடையாது, ப்ரோக்ராமுக்கு நடத்துவாங்க. அந்த ப்ரோக்ராமில் அக்ரிடிட்டேஷன் இயர் ஆஃப்டர் இயர், whenever there is a due, right from Professor PK Sir's period, highest number of accreditation years எவ்வளோ இருக்கோ அவ்வளோ நம்ம கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. 5 years இருந்தது ஒரு காலகட்டத்தில், இப்போ 6 years இருக்குது. And that is something amazing. Most of you who are working in Middle East, they insist on that, and that 6-year grade we got it. நீங்கள் படிக்கும்போதெல்லாம் ME, Annie Matthews also here, ME படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து வாத்தியார் குவாலிஃபிகேஷன். அஃப்கோர்ஸ் பிகே சார்லாம் PhD முடிச்சுட்டே வந்தார். இங்கே வரும்போது சார் IIT மெட்ராஸ்க்கு போனீங்க. இப்போ வந்து ஃபேக்கல்ட்டியில் போஸ்ட் டாக்டரல் ஃபெலோஷிப்பே வாங்கியிருக்காங்க. யூ நேம் university, they have the footing there. And very recently, Professor Papa, as a pioneering faculty member with a high publication impact factor, she did her PhD. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு சீனியர் ப்ரொஃபஸர் போஸ்ட் டாக்டர்ல வந்தார். பிரகாஷ் has done post doc in Canada University, பேர் என்னம்மா, Alberta University. Very recently, Dr. Kalpana, the another young colleague, has gone for postdoc. Now Dr. Maithili is going for postdoc. Look at the kind of enthusiasm the faculty members have. This instrumentation department has produced 4 deans. Professor Ranganathan, Professor Kanaga Sabhavati, one more senior professor, and Professor Prakash. 4 பேரும் வந்து இந்த வளாகத்திலேருந்து எத்தனை டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் இருக்குது நமக்கு, இருந்தாலும் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்டேஷன்லேருந்து அந்த ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கிடச்சிருக்குன்னா, அஃப்கோர்ஸ் யூ வில் பி வெரி ஹாப்பி டு. ஃபஸ்ட் உமன் ஹெச்ஓடி இன் MIT கேம்பஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ்ன்னு பார்த்தேன்னா, அஃப்கோர்ஸ் யூ ஹேவ் வைதேகி மேடம், தாமரை செல்வி. இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்டேஷன் ஃபஸ்ட் உமன் ஹெச்ஓடி இஸ் நன் அதர் தேன் ப்ரொஃபஸர் பாப்பா. ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஒரு சென்டர் ஆரம்பித்தாங்க, ரிசர்ச் சென்டரு. அதுக்கு ஒரு ஃபவுண்டர் டைரக்டர், வெறும் டைரக்டர் கிடையாது, ஃபவுண்டர் டைரக்டர். we have another professor Lata madam is here for founder director of Center for Robotics. So this is about the faculty. R&D in பார்த்தேன்னா, you name a funding agency, the department has obtained huge funding. When Kanakasabhavati was there, 10 கோடி ரூபாய்க்கு டெக்யூப் வாங்கினோம். ரங்கநாதன் சார் இருக்கும்போது AUFRG நீங்கள்லாம் அனுபவிச்சிருப்பீங்க எவ்வளோ ஃபெசிலிட்டியை க்ரியேட் பண்ணாருன்னு. அவர் டைமில் தான் டீனாக இருக்கும்போது ஃபஸ்ட் ஆஃப் இஸ் கைண்ட் இன் திஸ் பார்ட் ஆஃப் தி வேர்ல்டு, தட் PPP மாடல், அப்போவே 1 கோடி ரூபாய் வாங்கினார் அவர் ஒரு அலுமினி கிட்டேருந்து. தட் இஸ் சம்திங் கிரேட். Then very recently we got through Professor Srinivasan FIST funding, UGC funding, 1 கோடி ரூபாய்க்குள்ளே வாங்கியிருக்காங்க. கடைசியில் இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர்னு பார்க்கும்போது நீங்கள் அந்த பழைய 2 பில்டிங்கு பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. இந்த பில்டிங் வந்து நீங்கள் பார்த்துருக்க மாட்டீங்க. 8 கோடி ரூபாய்க்கு 4 floors பில்டிங் இது, இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்டேஷனுக்கு மாத்திரமே. இது இல்லாமல் IoT let us respect our seniors. IoT பிளாக்ல ஒரு ஃபுல் விங் நமக்காக கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. தட் இஸ் வேர் தே ஆர் பிளான். வாங்க ப்ரொஃபஸர் CNK சார், வெல்கம் டு ப்ரொஃபஸர் CNK. ஸோ அது ஒரு இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர் நல்லா டெவலப் ஆயிருக்கு. நிறைய ஹாஸ்டல்ஸ் வந்திருக்கு, ஹேங்கர்ஸ் வந்திருக்கு. இட் இஸ் வெரி இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங். ஃபைனலி ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், யூ வில் ஹாப்பி டு நோ, உங்கள் ஜூனியர்ஸு மெசச்சூசெட்ஸ் இன்ஸ்டியூட் ஆஃப் டெக்னாலஜியில் இங்கேருந்து MS பண்ண போயிருக்காங்க, ஸ்டான்போர்டில் போயிருக்காங்க, கார்னிங் மெலனில் போயிருக்காங்க, கூகுளில் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் தி கைண்ட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ் தட் ஆர் ஹேப்பனிங். ஃபைனலி ஃபார் தி பெனிஃபிட் ஆஃப் யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் ஹியர், தி எல்லா பேட்ச் அலுமினியை விட இந்த பேட்ச் தான் வந்து மேக்ஸிமம் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஸ்காலர்ஷிப் ஃபார் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. கிவ் தம் எ பிக் அப்ளாட் ஃபார் தட். மேக்ஸிமம் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஸ்காலர்ஷிப்ஸ். And I take this opportunity as the former dean to salute the alumni. In the past 5 years, you will not believe, 5 crores worth scholarship is given by the alumni of MITA. Can you believe, sir? You name an institute where an alumni pumped in so much of scholarship. So we salute this alumni and thanks for giving a good opportunity.
We just came to know that it's Professor birthday as well. So on behalf of everybody, sir, happy birthday to you. Madam, if you can just come and talk. You can, whatever you're comfortable with, you don't take, please feel free to talk.
Can you mute? Can you mute?
Good morning, one and all. The most respected Professor S. Ranganathan, Professor PK, Professor Tyagarajan, Professor CNK, and Annie ma'am, Vidya ma'am, Beena ma'am, IG ma'am, and we have got Manimala also, and all the 46th batch alumni, the heroes of today's function, and my dear colleagues, the student friends. So it gives me a lot of delight to participate in this particular program. So like the batch, they were asking about their batch, and we were unfortunate that we did not have any opportunity to teach them any subject. And we are also happy that they were all fortunate to study at MIT, because I aimed to study at MIT my PG program, but unfortunately like எங்களோட results வந்து UG results were delayed. So I did not get any opportunity to study at MIT, my PG program. So I greatly regret for it. And like as a part of the PhD program, Professor PK கிட்ட வந்து Professor PK, Professor SR கிட்ட we studied some of the coursework subjects. So we had opportunity to study only 1 or 2 subjects. So process control அப்படினா UG படிக்கும்போது என்னன்னே புரியாம எக்மேன் ஒரு புக்லேருந்து படிப்போம் ப்ராசஸ் கண்ட்ரோல். ஸோ அந்த புக்கில் எதுவுமே புரியாது, பட் எக்ஸாமினேஷன் பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூவில் என்ன இருக்கோ அதை மக்கப் பண்ணி we used to reproduce and get the marks. பட் இங்கே ஜாயின் பண்ண பிறகு என்னோட பிஹெச்டிக்காக ப்ரொஃபஸர் பிகே கிட்ட ப்ராசஸ் கண்ட்ரோலில் கோர்ஸ் ஒர்க்காக பண்ணேன். ஸோ அப்போ தான் வந்து ப்ராசஸ் கண்ட்ரோல் அப்படின்னா என்னங்கிறதே ஃபுல்லாக இன்டெப்த்து நான் வந்து அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டேன். அந்த மாதிரி ப்ரொஃபஸர் எஸ்ஆர் கிட்ட சிஸ்டம் ஐடென்டிஃபிகேஷன் அடாப்டிவ் கண்ட்ரோல், ஸோ அந்த கோர்ஸ் வந்து ப்ரொஃபஸர் எஸ்ஆர் கிட்ட லேர்ன் பண்ணேன். ஸோ அப்போ வந்து நான் யோசிப்பேன் எம்ஐடி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் எவ்வளோ ஃபார்ச்சுனேட், லைக் 1 or 2 சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ்லேயே நம்மளால் இவ்வளோ கெயின் பண்ண முடியுது. நீங்கள் வந்து நியர்லி லைக் 3 years வந்து எல்லா சப்ஜெக்ட்டையும் நீங்கள் எம்ஐடி ப்ரொஃபஸர்ஸ் கிட்ட லேர்ன் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. ஸோ யுவர் பேட்ச் இஸ் ரியர்லி அ ஃபார்ச்சுனேட் பேட்ச். And one more thing is, like after COVID again, after long time, I think this kind of a silver Jubilee reunion is happening. Like, but முன்னாடி எல்லாம் earlier batches எல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பர்சனலாக கரண்ட்டாக இருக்கிற ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி, லைக் ப்ரொஃபஸர் பிகே வாஸ் ஆல்சோ ஆஸ்கி இவங்க பேட்சுக்கு நீங்கள் ஏதாவது சப்ஜெக்ட் எடுத்திருக்கீங்களா அப்படின்னு. ஸோ நாங்கள் ஜாயின் பண்ணப்போ நீங்கள் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் முடிச்சுட்டு போயிட்டீங்க, ஸோ வேர் நாட் ஹேண்டில் எனி சப்ஜெக்ட். பட் முன்னாடி பேட்சஸ்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எங்களுக்கு தெரியாததுனால கரண்ட் ஃபேக்கல்ட்டியை வந்து அவ்வளோ தூரம் ரொம்ப அந்த ரீயூனியனுக்குலாம் கூப்பிட மாட்டாங்க. நார்மலி இட் யூஸ் டு ஹேப்பன் லைக் க்ளோஸ்டு ப்ரோக்ராம். ஹெச்ஓடியாக இருக்கிறவங்கள கொஞ்சம் அப்படி மட்டும் கூப்பிட்டு சம் ஈவெண்ட் யூஸ் டு ஹேப்பன் இன் கேவிஎன் ஹால், பட் வி வுட் நாட் ஹவ் பீன் இன்வைட்டட். But I am very much thankful to this batch because in the batch they got lot of affection. Like Professor PK, even today he is handling the class for UG students. So that's a kind of, he is a honorary professor. He is not getting any money for the class that he is handling to the UG students. So even இன்னைக்கு வர சொல்றாரு UG ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டுக்கு கிளாஸ் எடுத்து I am keeping myself young and energetic. ஸோ நான் வந்து எங்காக இருக்கிறதுக்கு வந்து அவருக்கு வந்து கொஞ்ச நாள் கிளாஸ் எடுக்கலன்னா அவருக்கு உடம்பு சரியில்லாமல் வந்துடும். ஸோ நடுவில் சம்டைம் கோவிட் டைம் வந்து சார் கிளாஸ் எடுக்காமல் இருந்தார். நடுவில் போய் பார்த்தா ரொம்ப லீனாக சாப்பாடே உள்ளே போகாமல் ஒய்ஃப் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க தயவுசெய்து நீங்கள் போய் எம்ஐடியில் கிளாஸ் எடுத்துகிட்டு வந்துடுங்க, அப்போ தான் நீங்கள் யூ வில் பிகம் ஆல் ரைட் அப்படின்னு. ஸோ ஐ எம் ஃபார்ச்சுனேட் டு சே தட் ப்ரொஃபஸர் ப்ராசஸ் கண்ட்ரோல் ஐ எம் ஜஸ்ட் கோ டீச்சிங் வித் ப்ரொஃபஸர். ஸோ ப்ரொஃபஸர் கிட்டேருந்து கற்றுக்கிட்ட நோட்ஸை வச்சு தான் இன்றைக்கும் நான் ப்ராசஸ் கண்ட்ரோல் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு எடுத்துகிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஸோ தட்ஸ் அ கைண்ட் ஆஃப் லைக் அஃபெக்ஷன் ஹி ஹேஸ் ஃபார் எம்ஐடி. Professor SR, Professor Tyagarajan, everyone has got lot of affection for MIT. அதே மாதிரி இப்போ கரண்டாக உள்ள ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு யூ ஆல்சோ சி லைக் how excited they are. ஸோ இப்போ கரண்டாக 25th reunionக்கு வந்திருக்க பேச்சஸ் வந்து அவங்களால ரொம்ப எக்ஸைட்டடாக இருக்கிறாங்க. they are not able to, they are also seniors but எமோஷ்னலாக ஆகிறாங்க. ஸோ that's a kind of love and affection they have for MIT. ஸோ எம்ஐடியில் இருந்த பீரியட் அவங்க எஃபெக்ஷனேட்டாக யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிட்டதுனால now they are in a very good position. So we want the message to reach out to the student. So like MIT oda opportunity, you all have got opportunity to study at MIT. So see to the seniors and interact with them and make effectively the use of your stay at MIT. So that is one thing. Again we are thankful, like enna neenga vandu invitation la potu personala kalyana invitation mari orortharayum paathu romba personala invite pannirke. Even non teaching staff, hats off to this particular batch. Again like if you avangalukku edutha batches la edutha like faculty members la many of them have turned up. We have never seen like this many number of faculty members who handled earlier again turning up. So that is again the credit goes to this particular batch. And again when I was heading the department, I was the immediate HOD of the department. So on the 3 years period la vandu endha alumni vandalum I tried to grab avanga eppadi nama use panikalam. So current student oda benefit ku vandu eppadi avanga use panikalam, what way like they can have support the department அப்படிங்களா. I was very particular. Even sometimes வந்து ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு அந்த மாதிரி some kind of scholarship required, அதுக்கெல்லாம் கூட out of way போய் I used to request the alumni. Sometimes Professor PK சொல்லுவார் நீங்கள் வந்து ரொம்ப வந்து you are focusing more on like scholarship, நீங்கள் அந்த மாதிரிலாம் இது பண்ணுறீங்க. Again like some support which is required for the department like, in terms of money. Like for example some students went for participating in the competition. So ISL there used to be like recently there was a competition like automation games அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு competition, national level competition. So that competition has happened in Mumbai. So நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் போய் இப்போ present final year ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸில் they won the like it's an India level, national level competition. அதில் instrumentation we are all very confident that our students definitely will bag very good prizes. So நம்ம students participate பண்ணி first, second, third all the 3 prizes was won by our students, current final year students. But அவங்களுக்கு வந்து we were not able to give any kind of a financial support. Like அவங்க மும்பை போயிட்டு வரணும், it was a very short notice. So flightல போகணும், stay பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கும்போது they did not get any kind of a funding support. So finally only alumni helped us to give that kind of a financial support. ஸோ அவங்களோட சப்போர்ட்டில் தான் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து பாம்பே போய் காம்படிஷனில் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணி நவ் தே ஹவ் பின் ஷார்ட் லிஸ்டட் இன்வைட்டட் டு பார்ட்டிசிபேட் இன் த சேம் ISA automation games in Canada, which is going to happen in Canada. Those students got the invitation. Now they are in the process of processing their visas. ஸோ அதுக்கு வந்து லைக் தட் கைண்ட் லைக் எது ஸ்பெசிஃபிக் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு எதாவது ரெக்வயர்மெண்ட் இருக்கும்போது ஐ யூஸ் டு ரீச் அவுட். அண்ட் அகெயின் ஐ வாண்டட் டு மென்ஷன் தட் செந்தில்நாதன் ஆஃப் கரண்ட் president of Amita. So he has helped a lot to the department. உங்களோட பேட்ச்ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா we have got lot of interaction with Karthikeyan and Sarvana Kumar of your batch. We have got a long time association. So every time இப்போ கரண்டாக உள்ள ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு வந்து we used to plan for mock interviews to train the students. So that CUIC-லேருந்து Anna University-லேருந்து they have given a very good kind of feedback that the kind of mock program that is conducted, it's a unique one in the university which is happening in the instrumentation department. So on the lot of students get benefited. So எப்படி அவங்க year after year is happening, it's happening. ஸோ அதுக்கு வந்து உங்களோட சப்போர்ட்லாம் லைக் ஃப்ரம் யோர் கிளாஸ்மேட்ஸ் லைக் Karthikeyan sir and Sarvana Kumar used to play a big role. So we want there are a lot of requests from the department says, all technical contributions. I think in a காலையில் ஒரு registration form ஒன்று circulate பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. It was like 2 pages, but I request every one of you to fill up that registration form. Like we would like to take up your willingness. நீங்கள் வந்து whether you are interested in giving your over 25 years வந்து நீங்கள் நிறைய expertise develop பண்ணியிருப்பீங்க. So apart from instrumentation, some of you would have gained expertise in IT area and also specialized areas in instrumentation. So we want you to support the department technically. So நீங்க ஏதாவது guest lectures like lot of even instrumentation department பார்த்தா it's one of the vibrant department. So throughout the year we plan for a lot of activity. So we seek your support like in conducting those activities like in the form of delivering lectures, hands on workshops அந்த மாதிரிலாம் நீங்கள் எங்களுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணிங்கன்னா ரொம்ப நல்லாயிருக்கும். ஸோ நிறைய அதில் உங்களோட வில்லிங்னஸ்லாம் கேட்டிருக்கோம். அகெயின் அவர் சிலபஸ் ரிவிஷன் இஸ் டியூ 2023 in which your batch can play a very lead role. Okay, we humbly request you can be a part of subcommittee, BOSல இருக்கலாம். So latest subject now the Vice Chancellor vision is to make the syllabus more industry oriented. So you're all people who are in the industry, so you can say what is the need of the industry, what can be included as a part of the curriculum. So we have in the formula போட்டிருக்கோம் who are all like interested in contributing towards that. So like at least few of you can come forward. So நிறைய activity நடக்குது. அந்த மாதிரி internship, now we made internship mandatory for all the students. In the pre-final year, summer vacation, they have to go for internship. So present final years, many of the alumnus helped us in getting the internship because it is compulsory. Everyone has to undergo for a minimum of 2 weeks period. And that we want like people who have got companies, who are working for the companies to support the department in getting the internship for the students. So in the internship, you can also mentor projects. I wanted to mention like Selva Sarkita, you all might be knowing like Selva LLC who has got a company in US. He has also got a company in Virudhunagar. So our kit a couple of batches of work. So avanga panna project work, he says it's a patentable work. So he is trying to patent that technology. So industry ப்ராப்ளத்தை கொடுத்து நம்ம கரண்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு ரிமோட்டாக ஆக்சஸ் கொடுத்து என்னென்ன சாஃப்ட்வேர் தேவையோ அதெல்லாம் ரிமோட்டாக ஆக்சஸ் கொடுத்து ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் கேரிங் அவுட் த ப்ராஜெக்ட். ஸோ தட் வே லைக் இஃப் சம் ஆஃப் யூ ஆர் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டட் இன் கிவிங் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ப்ராஜெக்ட், ஸோ ஸ்டூடெண்ட் வந்து சின்ன சின்னதாக ப்ராஜெக்ட் எடுத்து பண்ணுறதுக்கு பதிலாக உங்களோட இண்டஸ்ட்ரியை ரெக்வயர்மெண்ட்டை இஃப் யூ கேன் define, then the students will be like current students, they are seeking for it. We had a class committee meeting, like a meeting last couple of days before. Students were asking, we are all interested in doing project, kindly help us to get some project. So this is an appeal from the department side, like you can come forward in giving small projects to the students and you can help the students. So that is going to give them a lot of confidence to get placed in core companies. So the motivation component is what is lagging with the current student. So import of instrumentation programs, adalla if you emphasize, then like the student community will be benefited. So that is the way like you all would not have got many opportunity to interact with the department, but this you can take it as a startup point. And if you are really interested, we are here to seek your support and we will for the benefit of the student community, like I think we request you to come forward. And also like endowment like Professor PK to honor the services rendered by Professor SR, Professor PK and Professor Tyagarajan, the department has come forward. Like we have also created endowment, which is again like a 7th or 8th edition of endowment is happening. So as a part of endowment, we are also offering scholarship to the student. So 50% of the money which is interest which is accrued as a part of the endowment amount that has been deposited to the university, we give scholarship to the students and there are many needy students. So as and when there is a need from the student side, like I'll reach out to you. If you can help the student community, it is also going to be a very great help to the students. So as a part of the endowment, நாங்கள் foreign professors, foreign speakers, அவங்களெல்லாம் கூப்பிட்டு every year we try to give emerging technologies, what is the recent development which has happened in instrumentation area, அதெல்லாம் நிறைய awareness கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கோம். So if we can help us to get some, like you are all working for, some of you I hear that you are all from US, so you can also deliver lectures. Like உங்களோட topicல you can also come forward to give endowment talks. So on the Mari, you can help the department in many different, there are many lists. I think that list I have given you as a part of the registration form. I kindly request you to fill up the registration form so that with the contact detail that you are giving in the registration form, we will try to reach out to you individually. So that is a kind of support and seek that we are expecting from your batch. So the few activities I have just listed out, and I have also requested like second year, third year, final year students, they are all like demonstrating the projects that they have taken up. And again, so that I have requested them to demonstrate to you. So I humbly request you to go through. So it's a kind of motivation for them. You can have one-to-one interaction with the students. So that I want you to spend your quality time. So instead of generally addressing the student, if you generally address, then the message may not reach. So when you are visiting the students, individually you can interact with the students, and they will also feel, I have also requested the students to freely interact with you. So try to help the students, and also you can give your ideas. So this is some of the humble requests from the department side. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
நாங்கள் என்ன அர்த்தம் பண்ணோம்னா, you kind of said very well, right? We feel a lot of gratitude. We are where we are. You want to split this? We are where we are because of நாங்கள் இங்கே ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ண டைம். அதனால் as a gratitude நாங்கள் என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கோம்னா, we have done a little bit of fundraising on our end. We have created a small amount, which maybe is small, maybe it's big, but it's definitely coming from our heart. So we have wanted to take this opportunity and to hand over our money to meter through which we organize pandrom. For that, we would like Professor SR, Professor PK, Professor CNK, please to come in along with the meter representatives, Dr. Venkateswamy, Shaji, and Suresh Mariappan to join us. Once you've done it, then maybe somebody from MITA, Dr. Venkateswamy, can come and address us as well. So we'd like to do that. For now, I think NK, you want to take it over and take it forward.
So, ma'am, as you rightly said and requested, we on behalf of artist batch are committed to do anything that is possible within our limits. That's for sure. That's for granted. And as Suresh rightly said, we owe a lot to MIT. Personally, professionally, emotionally, whatever it can be, we owe a lot to MIT, instrumentation, and to all the teaching staff seated in front of us. This is a rare opportunity wherein the teachers are sitting in front of us and listening to us. It's one of the rare kind of opportunities that we could see it. A small drop in the big ocean. So we have done a fundraising for the welfare of instrumentation stroke MIT on the whole as a part of the Platinum Jubilee celebration contribution. It's about a small drop, like it's rupees 16 lakh of fund that what we have raised. And I like our batchmates Saravanan and Saravana Kumar to hand it over to Venkateswamy, who is a treasurer, Giri, as well as Shaji Vinod, who is a meeting representative. And I like senior professors Dr. Ranganathan, Dr. CNK, and Dr. PK to be along with us, because this is a seed that you sow on us, let's say 25 years back, and it has come down to 16 lakhs. And now we have few more years ahead of us before we retire, we hang our boots. And we seek your blessings, all of your blessings, to do more, much more to this campus, to this department. So professors, please come forward. Just go to receive it, sir. You are going to receive it along with the Meta Association. Sir, come this way. Right. Portion, and we would like to multiply this. Definitely, we are committed to do that in the next few years come by. Thank you. This is a sample representation. Of course, the bank is going to kick us if we're going to throw this away. So Saravana Kumar will do a wire transfer to the Amita Trust. We will get the formalities done. So this will be used towards the Platinum Jubilee Celebrations contribution for the benefit of instrumentation as well as to the greater MIT as an institute. Thank you. We'll go ahead. Now I request MITA Treasurer, Mr. Venkatasamy, to say a few words, please.
May I request the faculty members to give a big applause to this team for donating such a 16 lakh huge money for MITA.
Thanks a lot. I mean, this applause is only to you back. I mean, we don't deserve anything in this.
On behalf of MIDA, I thank for this opportunity. I am Venkatasamy from 37th batch, 37235. I am the treasurer of MIDA currently. I know many people like Professor PK sir, Professor Ranganathan sir, Professor TT, many people here. Even though I'm not from this department, I know the people. I don't want to take much time. I just want to explain what MIDA is doing. Professor Papa has already outlined few things. Professor Papa is, I will come little later, okay. MIDA, we are working only for the students of MIT, alumni of MIT, and in a little way, if any help is needed for faculty members, we are doing it. And as Professor TT was telling, we are one of the strong alumni association, and we are functioning more than 15 years. We are even celebrated. One of the alumni associations celebrated 50 years of existence, and 3 years back we are celebrating in our campus. And today the president is Mr. Sendilnathan. He could not come because of his personal work. Again, secretary, vice president, all are not able to come. That's why I am here. I am treasurer. Mr. Vinod Saji is joint treasurer, and Giridharan, Karthikeyan and Suresh, they are all EC members here. We do a lot of works, maybe almost in a month, 1 or 2 times we visit. So lastly we visited for Professor Seduraman sir lecture in electronics department 10 days back. Along with? Yeah. The latest achievement is we made a Kalam statue here in front of our admin block. Again, that is a initiation by a senior from 15th batch. Is Mr. Raghuraman. He is retired from Indian Navy. He only initiated with a seed amount of 1 lakh. And we are not spent any amount from MIDA for that Kalam statue. We collected separately from all the alumni. We are done. In fact, what we have spent is only around 15-20 lakhs. But MIDA has spent 80 to 1 crore rupees for that program. Because initially we planned to bring a chief minister for the program. So they renovated Rajam Hall. They cleared all the MIT. Maybe if you go and see, there is a facelift happened because of that program. So they spent a lot of money, and we had a exhibition kind of thing. All department has put their what they have in their department, what their achievements, all those things. Because as a program, it is very success. Governor of Tamil Nadu, he came and inaugurated the statue. So MIT Alumni Association, earlier we used to get a subscription from MIDA. Last few years we are not getting because of some administrative reasons. Otherwise, we are mainly working with the fund collected from all the alumni. MIT Alumni Association has a trust in the name of Amita Trust. Amita means Association of MIT Alumni. The trust, why we have a different thing is only to get ATG benefits. Okay, so we have around 4.2 crores of deposit in Amita Trust. Whatever the interest we are getting from that, we are using it for various programs happening in MIT, including scholarships. Any other, somebody was telling about the funding for the students to go and attend some programs and all. Okay, so that Other than this, if any request is coming, we will send a mail to all our alumni separately through their admins and get the funding. Okay, that will be one-time fund like Kalam Star statue. That we will collect it and spend it only for that. This 4.2 crores of deposit, again, it is motored by Mr. N. Ramachandran, is from 21st batch. He only started that thing 10 years back, and in 10 years it is it started from a few lakhs. It is 4.2 lakhs. I was telling about Papa Madam. She is not from MIT, but Madam and her brother, no Madam? Yeah. They have donated 1 lakh rupees for Amita Trust. So, few people, even though they are not directly connected with MIT alumni association, they are also contributing. So, I thank on behalf of our alumni, Professor Papa Madam and her brother. Okay. So, one Madam was talking about giving some scholarship through particular batch. In fact, earlier they had the amount with them in their account. Then few years back, they transferred that amount to the Amita Trust, around 17 lakhs, no Madam? 70 lakhs has been transferred to Amita Trust. So now it is routed through Amita only. So Amita, we are keeping it separately only because to get ATG exemption for people, and whatever, even a paisa, it will not be spent without the knowledge of the alumni who are all contributed to that. Okay, it is being maintained very consciously, and every year the account has been published in our MIT Alumni Association website, mitaa.org. Okay, so today also Karthikeyan and Saravanan. Saravanan is, I know him for long. Few people from this batch I know. They are talking about contributing some amount. I said, whatever amount you give it in Amita Trust, and the way it has to be spent, you spell out, we will do that. Because few batches they want to do for particular cause. For example, 10 days back we had a Professor Sethuraman lecture. The one-day program they used to conduct, that is being organized by 30th batch of electronics. They are given some amount that is only for N mark for that. Similarly, some people are given some money for best outgoing students. In Reliance, we have a senior most person. He has given some 20-30 lakhs for Amita Trust. So he has specified for few things. Every year we are giving outgoing students, one female, one male candidate during their, we call it as Mupparamila, Founders Day, Institute Day and Alumni Day. So that function we used to give the things that is being sponsored by him. So whatever money you are sponsoring, we are giving to Amita Trust, that will be spent only for people related to MIT, present students, alumni or faculty members. With these few words, I thank one and all for giving me a chance. Thank you.
Thank you. We now move on to the crux or core of our event. What we were 28 years back and what we are now is of very importance, because 28 years back we were pretty much uncivilized barbarians, coming into the campus from varied background. Day scholars coming in cycle is a luxury in those days, and having a bike or a bike is beyond our imagination. So now we have matured to, I think, I use the relative word think, to a much more better civilized barbarians. Before we get on to that, anything that we start, right, we need the blessings and wishes of the senior members of the family. On those regards, before we start a short video presentation, before even going that, in the next about 80-90 minutes is going to be a video presentation of what we were 27-28 years back, including few photographs, to what we are now, including the families. Will give you an idea of what you have invested on us, the kind of investment that you have made. It's what you are here to see. Every professors, we will pass the video in between and call few names, professors, to share their vision or ideas, thoughts. But before we go on to the video, we'd like to hear from Dr. Ranganathan and Dr. PK few words as a blessing before we start this video. Sir, we'll start with you.
Hello everybody. I'm very happy to be here on this celebration of the instrumentation batch of students. When Karthikeyan and Suresh came and invited me, I thought I will not be able to make it because I was away at my native place. But for this purpose only, I made a trip and came yesterday. Because meeting the students is always a pleasure. As you know, the person who is enjoying, who will not be jealous of the progress and the positions the children had. There are only three categories. One is parents. Parents never feel jealous of their children becoming great persons, living happily, having bungalows and cars, etc. The third person who will be happy is the Guru. Mada, Bida, Kurun, Solangala. Guru is the third person. I am really happy to be here, to see you all in good positions, etc. Regarding our reminiscences, we had a lot of that. This batch is very close to us. 1980s, 1997 and 96, etc. We were taking every year, every semester we used to take classes for them. What I could remember is those days, as Karthikeyan has put it, people from different parts of the country, they may not know English. When you say, in my class, when I say, the system is said to be stable, these fellows will write SET, set to be stable. So that kind of knowledge they had in English in those days, but they have picked up quickly. As I have noticed when I was a teacher here, this year they will pass out from the college. Next year they will come with their hand in their pocket, with a tie in their neck, and with a lie in their lips. They will say, "Sir, your students are very bad in English. They are not able to speak even one sentence properly, sir." But last year they were in the same position. They will forget that, but we will remember. Similarly, there are many things that I can say. Lack of time, I will restrict my talk to a very short time. In those days, the instrumentation department is the only department which is worried about the environmental cleanliness. All our students and staff used to clean the campus by ourselves. Dr. Tyagarajan used to follow this spirit, and he also used to clean the campus by ourselves. Namakku naame thitta madri. And the Mari, we have planted a lot of trees everywhere in the campus. In those days, there are not many buildings like this, only few buildings. அதனால் நிறைய இடம் இருந்தது, நிறைய மரக்கன்றுகள் வருஷம் வருஷம் நடுவோம். ராணி தோட்டத்தில் கூட நாங்கள் நட்ட மரங்கள், இந்த பேட்ச் நட்ட மரங்கள், தேக்கு மரங்கள், அந்த பூங்காவனம் வீட்டுக்கு எதுக்க போய் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பெரிய பெரிய மரமாக இருக்குது. 25 years back we have planted it, 28 years back. And then there is another tree, I don't know whether anybody has noticed, Tyagarajan must have noticed, there is a banyan tree, alamaram. எங்கே இருக்குன்னா அந்த ஸ்டேஷன், கிரவுண்ட் ஸ்டேஷன் ஒரு இது வச்சுருக்கீங்க இல்லையா, அந்த இடத்துல. அந்த ட்ரீ வாஸ் பிளான்டட் பை திஸ் பேட்ச் ஸ்பெஷலி along with myself. And now that tree is very big in size. லாட் அந்த விழுதெல்லாம் விட்டு, நிறைய விழுதெல்லாம் விட்டு பெருசாக படர்ந்துச்சு. அந்த மரம் எங்கே இருந்ததுன்னா நம்ம ஐடி டிபார்ட்மெண்ட், இந்த பில்டிங்கில், அந்த பழைய பில்டிங், பெரிய ஐடி டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டில் மாடியில் ஒரு தண்ணி போகிற வழியில் அங்கே இந்த மண்ணெல்லாம் செடிமெண்ட் ஆகிருக்கும் இல்லையா, அந்த இடத்துல முளைச்சிருந்தது. அதை நம்ம அப்படியே தூக்குனா, நம்ம லெங்ஸை தூக்குனா வரும்ல, அப்படி வேறுங்களாக இருந்தது. அதை நாங்கள் ஒரு 4-5 பேர், மேபி Karthikeyan, maybe one of them, we all went there, planted it there. And now you go and see that. I wish that you all go and see it now. So good, so green, and so lovely to look at. And it explains how our MITs are spreading their விழுதுகள். விழுதுகள்லாம் எப்படி ஸ்ப்ரெட் பண்ணி எல்லாருக்கும் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறாங்க, எப்படி ஆலமர விருட்சம் மாதிரி மற்றவங்களுக்குலாம் நிழல் தர்றாங்கங்கிறதுக்கு அது ஒரு பெரிய எக்ஸாம்பிள். ஸோ இது மாதிரி இந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்லாம் ரொம்ப நல்லா பண்ணாங்க, இப்போ நல்லா பண்ணிகிட்ருக்காங்க, இன்னும் நல்லா பண்ணுவாங்க. As far as the academic inputs that we needed, Papa has explained very neatly. We need what is known as a travel grant for the students and staff to present papers in conferences and seminars. That is missing. Now every alumni association, every alumni meeting, they give scholarship to the students. If you look at the scholarship list, one student is getting 5-6 scholarships, which he may not need. He needs only 1 or 2. The rest of them can be diverted for this travel grant for staff and students to present papers elsewhere, not only in our country, abroad also. So that request, Papa has already made it to you. That's a nice point which you should note. And another important point I want to mention is, those days when PK and myself were there, if any student come, any alumni student come to a campus, we just take him along with us, go to the class, ask them to talk to the students. They will share their experience, which is very valuable for them. But I think now this is not happening. Is it happening? So the students will be very willing to come and talk to the juniors. So that kind of a spirit, that kind of a program should be continued, because that's very useful. And travel grant is another thing. These few words, I thank you all for giving me an opportunity. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, Professor. Before we go on to the video, I would like to call upon Dr. PK. So, Dr. PK and I, during my school days, he used to take me to the test match cricket in Chepak. Sir, remember, sir? Phenomenal days. When we used to catch the bus, go there and watch the test match, come back. Okay. At that time, I was son of Professor Nagarajan. Later, I became a student of Dr. PK. Dr. PK accompanied us to Delhi. I think 10 days he was with us. He knows better than what we know about us. So Dr. PK, and sir, whatever we did in Delhi stays in Delhi.
I am very happy to be here to participate in the reunion meeting. I am able to recollect most of the faces, because many times I used to ask a lot of questions to all of you. I would have troubled most of you, all of you probably. I have attended a number of reunion meetings, but you are conducting it definitely in a different way. I am sure. Okay. Number one, you have paid tributes to the professors who are no more. That is a gesture from your heart. And you were a student of not Instrumentation Department, School of Instrumentation Electronics. So you still remember that. CNK told me, no batch remembers that they are a student of the school, but this batch remembers that. You have invited faculty members, Indira Gandhi, Vidya, Beena, Professor Krishnan, and many people. From forget those who you are associated with the school, you have invited. That is a great gesture. You have invited also the non-teaching staff from this department. You are very particular. That is not nobody, definitely they don't call non-teaching staff for their reunion meeting, and I am happy that you are conducting it in an entirely different way. And as Karthik told me, because I could remember the days I spent with you in Delhi, Jaipur, Dehradun, with I can never forget. Whenever I remember an educational tour, only your batch comes to my mind. It is really, I have gone with several students, but that is still a pleasant memory for me. I have the photo of your tour. I often take that and remember that. And my classes used to start very early. You all know that. And you were, without grumbling, without complaining, you were attending my classes and answering all the stupid questions I would have asked in the classes. Okay? And I am today happy that you are all occupying very good positions. I came to know from Suresh that about 15 students have come from abroad to attend this meeting. That is a great thing. That is the affection that you have got for the alma mater. Okay? I wish all of you very, very bright career and all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. So, a few things. Okay. நீங்கள் கேட்ட கொஸ்டின்ஸ்லாம் நாங்கள் என்ன ஆன்சர் பண்ணோம் எங்களுக்கு ஞாபகம் இல்லை தெரியாது. So we would have given most stupidest answers ever in the world. And then one thing about MIT is this military discipline with surgical precision. I would call it as like, I think 20 plus staff are here. None of the classes started late. 8:30 means 8:30 professor will be there ready. I mean, we will be late. That's a secondary issue. So that discipline inculcation within us, like it has carried a lot in our life. So we just try to put up a small video. And then another thing, School of Instrumentation Electronics ன்னு சொன்னாரு. ஸோ இப்போ கேத்ரின் பீனா மேடம் வந்து மைக்ரோப்ராசர் எடுத்தால் 2வது பெஞ்சுக்கு மேலே கேட்காது. அவ்வளோதான் எங்களுக்கும் புரியும், அது மேலே தெரியாது. டிவி மேம் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், ஐ மீன் I don't know, little bit of programming even we talk, we do today. I think she sowed the seed. So it's been a collaborative effort on the entire staff to make this uncivilized to a civilized, much more civilized barbarians. So credit to you. So let us go into the video. This video is about 45 minutes, partner. Roughly about 45 minutes. So the way we will do the video is we'll pause in between. So we'll call up the teachers who taught us. இப்போ ஆனி மேம் கூப்பிட்டா என் கையெழுத்தை பற்றி இன்னும் பேசுவாங்க, திட்டிக்கிட்டே இருப்பாங்க. But pleasure memories. So let's get on to the video. You'll see what we were 27-28 years back and what we are now. You'll be surprised to see there are few CIOs, CTOs, merger and acquisition heads, different career you define, you'll find somebody who is excelling in it. So Papa ma'am, everybody is committed. In whatever we can do, we will do. Okay, let's get on to the video. I think the last few rows of lights, if we need to switch it off, we might need to switch it off. Okay. India.
Yeah,
Oh,
India.
fair enough. Balagopal, yes. Yeah, you're right. So can you guys please come along with your families, please? Introduce you and your family.
Yeah, this is Ramesh, and I started with Tata Consulting Engineers after moving out of MIT, and spent quite around 5 years in plant engineering, then moved on to IT industry. This is Vidya Bhavani, my wife, and I have one son. He is currently studying biotech engineering second year. Okay. Thank you.
Good morning, all. My name is Vasu, 46445. I started from BPCL, Bharat Petroleum, from campus interview, from Mumbai refinery. In the first day itself, my column separation and distillation and all started from the SR PK sir. Then I moved to pipeline department. Then I know about the SCADA system from the SR sir. These are the two things I keep on reminding me the MIT campus details. Thank you all teachers and professors. All thank you very much.
வணக்கம் ஜெகன் மோகன் டி நம்பர் 46409 மதுரையிலேருந்து வரேன். BSc Physics is my passion and that's the only thing academically I learned. I'm not a qualified instrumentation engineer because I've forgotten everything. That's aside. ப்ரொஃபஸர் கெவின் மூலமாக நான் யார் அப்படின்ற அந்த ஒரு பர்சியூட் தான் எனக்கு இன்னும் போயிட்டுருக்கு. Hopefully I'll find the answer. I'll realize soon. One small information I want to share here. I am a blood donor. Every year I try to donate at least once every 90 days. Last year I managed to donate 4 times. In all previous years, I managed to do it at least thrice or twice at least. So, இதுவரை ஒரு 30 தடவை பிளட் டொனேட் பண்ணியிருப்பேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் ஐ ஸ்டாப் கீப்பிங் கவுண்ட் ஆஃப் தேட். பிளட் டொனேட் பண்ணுறது வந்து எவ்வளோ முக்கியன்றது வந்து ப்ரொஃபஸர் தான் சொன்னார். அதுலேயும் வந்து இந்தியாவில் வந்து ஆல்கோஹால் அல்லது ஸ்மோக் ஹேபிட் இல்லாதவங்க நிறைய இருக்காங்க. அதனால் அவங்க தான் வந்து எலிஜிபிள் டோனர்ஸ். இங்கே நாம் பண்ணுற டொனேஷன் அந்த பிளட் கூட வந்து அதுக்கு ஒரு எக்ஸ்பைரி டேட் உண்டு. அந்த டேட்குள்ளே அது யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாட்டினா இட் வில் பி ட்ராஷ்ட். அதனால் அதை கூட வந்து பிளட் பேங்க்ஸ்லாம் வந்து எக்ஸ்போர்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஃபாரின் நேஷன்ஸில் வந்து அதுக்கு நிறைய டிமாண்ட் இருக்குது. ஸோ ஐ ரிக்வெஸ்ட் எவ்ரிபடி டு டொனேட் பிளட் as much as you could. Thank you.
Hello all, I am Syed Jamaldeen. My team number is 46443. என்னோட ஃபேமிலிக்கும் எம்ஐடிக்கும் ரொம்ப க்ளோஸ் ஒரு இது உண்டு. ஏன்னா என்னோடய பிரதரும் இங்கே தான் ஐடியில் தான் பண்ணார். 44th batch. His name is Iftikhar Ali. So yeah, and after MIT I joined Satyam. அப்போ சார் பிகே சார் வந்து ஐடிக்குள்ளே ஜாப் கேம்பஸ் பண்ணால் அங்கே போகாதீங்கன்னு சொல்லுவார். ஏன் எல்லாம் அங்கே போடுறீங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி டிசிஎஸ் எடுத்தாங்க, சத்யம் எடுத்தாங்க. He was very much against that, getting into IT, I mean and IT, not instrumentation, in information technology. But as he said, நாங்கள் ஜாயின் பண்ணோம் அப்படியே அந்த லைன்லேயே போயாச்சு. இங்கேருந்து ரொம்ப தூரமாகிடுச்சு. And I was with Satyam for 15 years and then joined Satyam. After that, என்னோடைய ஓன் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் கம்பெனி, ஐடி ப்ராடக்ட் கம்பெனி ஒன்று ஆரம்பித்தேன். அதுவும் போயிடுச்சு. தென் ஐ ஜஸ்ட் merged with another சிங்கப்பூர் கம்பெனி. அண்ட் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷனில் வந்து என்னுடைய ஃபேமிலி பிஸ்னஸ் அண்ட் ஐம் இன்டு கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் ரியல் எஸ்டேட் ஃபார் 25 years. இங்கே சென்னையில் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஸோ தட்ஸ் அபவுட் மீ. அண்ட் மை ஒய்ஃப் she is also into business and 2 kids. சின்ன பசங்க 5th and 4th இருக்காங்க. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muralidharan. My T number is 46422. She is Sankari, my better off. He is Vetrimaran and he is Vignesh, my son. So in 1997, I joined in a company called Electrotech. 1997 நான் ஜாயின் பண்ணேன் இந்த எலக்ட்ரோடெக்ன்ற இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட் பேஸ்டு கம்பெனி. ஈவன் நவ் ஐ எம் கண்டினியூயிங் தி சேம் கம்பெனி. ஐ எம் கம்ஃபர்டபுள் வித் தி கம்பெனி.
Good morning. I am Dr. Ramalingam. Actually, I am the only person did PhD. I am very proud. So right now, currently I'm working as a professor in Chennai Institute of Technology. Yes, previously I was in Hyderabad. Is my wife. She is also working in CS department as a associate professor. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are doing so many work. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
குட் மார்னிங். என்னுடைய பேர் சரவணகுமார். டீ நம்பர் 46431. ஸோ என்னுடைய ஃபஸ்ட்டு கம்பெனி வந்துட்டு இங்கே கேம்பஸ் இன்டர்வியூ அட்டன் பண்ணேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் ஐ ஜாயின்டு 6 டிஃப்ரெண்ட் கம்பெனிஸ். எல்லாமே அலுமினியோட ரெக்கமெண்டேஷனில் ஜாயின் பண்ணிவிட்டு ஸோ 26 இயர்ஸாக வந்துட்டு அலுமினி ரெக்கமெண்டேஷன்லேயே ஒர்க் பண்ணிருக்கேன். அலுமினி கூடயே ஒர்க் பண்ணிருக்கேன். ஸோ பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் அலுமினி அப்படியே அவங்க கூடவே சேர்ந்து போயிடுறது, அதான் பெரிய அட்வான்டேஜ். ஸோ என்னுடைய ஒய்ஃப் சுகப்பிரியா அண்ட் தென் சின்ன பையன் வந்துட்டு ஆதர்ஸ், பெரியவன் வந்துட்டு அமிர்தா யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் செகண்ட் இயர் கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கான்.
46402 Balagopal, born, brought up everything in Chennai, day scholar Pazha. So one thing I really missed is Delhi trip enala vara mudilla appa. So I still missed that opportunity to spend time with Dr. PK sir. Thanks to all the professors who have taken the time to come and meet us and bless us. It is going to be really remarkable, and we will do the same thing as Golden Jubilee as well. Look forward to seeing you again. This is my wife Srividya and my son Vibhas, who is in 10th grade. I joined TCS. Again, I went into IT, information technology, not instrumentation. Sorry, professors. Right now in Dell, Bangalore. Thank you.
என் பேர் வெங்கடேசன். டீ நம்பர் 46446. Came from Kallakurichi, Southaka district. I joined L&D ECC as a reaction engineer. Continued 3 years. Then I moved to IT, Tata Consultancy Service. Still I am continuing there as a delivery manager. She's my wife, Geeta Devi. I have one son. He is studying first year medicines in Jipmar.
Hi everyone, my name is Srinivasan ST. So my T number is 46437. So initially in campus I got into EIL. I was there for 3 years, and then I subsequently joined Infosys, and I'm there in Infosys for the last 22 years. This campus has been a true inspiration for me, and learned a lot from this, especially all those professors. I keep citing the experiences to my son, who has just finished his electrical engineering from SSN Engineering. So thank you all professors for all this input and the coaching that we got. It's been a blessing to have studied in this prestigious institution. Thank you.
Good morning, K. Saravanan, 46432. I joined Honeywell through campus, 8 years in Honeywell, and then a couple of years in another EPC. I started my own company called Polar Engineering into industrial automation. My wife Ramya, she is also helping me in the business. My elder daughter Nandita, she is in first year CEG ECE, and my second daughter, she is in 7th grade, Dikshita. Thank you.
Hi, this is Ravi, 46430, and I'm also one of Bala's colleague, actually, day scholar. So I initially joined Engineers India Limited, and I was placed in R&D division, and so there was not much scope for instrumentation there actually. So and I tried for a transfer across departments, which didn't happen because it was a public sector and a lot of things were involved. So I quit in EIL in the year 2000, then joined NP. So I was with NP for 11 years, and post that through one of my classmates I got into TCS. And I've been with TCS since 2001. It's almost 12 years now. And my role is like I'm kind of a delivery head, managing one of small vertical actually in TCS. And this is Jayanti. She's my wife. She's a homemaker. And this is Smriti. She's currently in 8th grade actually.
So Karthikeyan Nagarajan, my team number is 46414. Campus interview we got through in EIL. I was placed in Pune for about a year or so. Then I moved to, I won't say moved to multiple companies. I switched over to functional safety specialization for Triconics product line. The companies have changed. Invensys India Private Limited, Invensys Development Center. Then I was in Cognizant. Then now in Schneider. But I've been throughout working with Triconics R&D. I think one of the few guys who still have hands-on in Laplace transforms, Fourier transforms, differential equations, and circuits and everything, using hands-on whatever I have learned or I have listened, I have heard over the past in the 3 years. There are few things like, say, even though you don't understand certain things when you are in a college, right? The keywords that that gets registered in your mind gets a phenomenal kickstart. It's not that you are going to be a master when you get into the industry, but the keywords that you remember often comes with the bashing of your teachers, makes you excel better, right? My wife Sangeeta, she's a HOD in SRM, Bharat University, and my daughter Neha, she's in the first year computer science engineering in SRM Ministry. My mother Jayanti, she's a chief home front officer, chief mentor officer, right? That's my family. Thank you.
For anyone who's being presented here at the stage, we would like them to come to the front with their family and stay here. By end of the session, we'll give them an opportunity to talk. So let's continue with the video presentation. want to pause here. As you all saw in the credit, Kirupalan created this video. Sorry. As you saw, let me rewind this a little bit, or that's fine. So that the previous guy you saw, Kirupalan, he made this entire video. Thank you, everyone. At this time, I would like to request our staff, Annie ma'am, Manimala ma'am, Vidya ma'am, Catherine Bina ma'am, to come here and share few things. I mean, anything that you can remember on us, or anything that you guys want to tell to us. Please come over, ma'am. Manimala ma'am, Indira Gandhi ma'am.
There's a reason why TED Talks are only 20 minutes. Any guess?
That's how the attention span lasts.
Yeah, that's the longest that the human attention span can last is 20 minutes. So I think we are way over that. So I will not take up too much of your time. Just 2 minutes. First is, of course, on behalf of all the staff, we are really touched that you have taken so much of pains to put this event together. And all the teachers who were present here, one thing they said was they wanted to come and spend time at this event because the way you took, the way in which you came and invited each of them, that made a huge difference. That's why I think so many of your staff are still here. When I two things I wanted to say is, when I started teaching you, I was a very junior staff member. I think Ranganath Muthu and me were the junior most staff members, and we had to hold our own against stalwarts that were here, like PK and SR, and so that was a huge amount of pressure, believe me. Imagine, like after SR or PK takes a class, I walk in to take a class. That was a huge amount of pressure. That's what I remember of my time I spent with you. So I'm really grateful for the grace that you guys and girls showed me for sitting through my classes. I have no false notions of where my teaching would have been just after hearing a lecture from PK of PK's process control. If I go and I mean I can know the difference because I've been there. So I'm really grateful for the grace and patience that you showed me, and I'm really touched that you still remember me with fond memories. Luckily, PK said that he has troubled you a lot, and when I took over process control lab for him, so that was a legacy I had to follow. So if I ever troubled you a lot, the blame goes for him, because that was the standard that we were trying to follow. And just one last thing, there is a saying that perception is a key component of gratitude, and gratitude is a key component of joy, right? So I think all of us here are very happy to have spent this time together, and all of us have got that perception correct. I think we've reached a stage in life where we understand what is important, right? All of us, I think at some point we've gone through our journey to understand what is important. And this feeling of friendship and togetherness that we have is special. Thank you for making it happen.
I think of all the people, I would have had the least intersection with all of you. I think some of you attended one of the electives, that was the object-oriented programming, and some programming sessions. But at that point in time, when you attended my classes, I think you would have thought, what is this? This doesn't belong to me at all, because you were from a different domain. As Annie said, with stalwarts like Professor PK, Professor SR, and of course the experts like Annie, Manimala, and all of those people, I think. But I see that many of you are in the IT field, right? So probably disappointment. Actually, even to my disappointment, because IT is not my cup of tea. But still, it has actually, IT has brought India to a very different level, and that is the space where, I mean, there are many jobs are created because of IT, and that I used to think that way in the 90s, but later on I understand that this is important for the country, and therefore I left it. So congratulations, but I see that all of you, I think not even one person, all of you have done very well in life, and all of you have, the kind of 16 lakhs from one small group of students is a lot of money in one go. Right, so it is amazing, and the kind of work that you have been doing, and I see that some of you are already in the alumni association committees, contributing very seriously. So that is, I think that shows your commitment to the alma mater. I really appreciate that, and all the best to every one of you. And again, thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
I feel like I'm not attending this as a staff to you. I belong to 42nd batch. I think most of you know that my T number is 42424, and I came to see my MIT juniors because I was a fresher. One more staff junior, that is me, than Annie, because she was my teacher. When I joined here, everybody other than me taught some subjects. I was the junior most staff. I didn't stay in MIT as a faculty for a long. I quit MIT and I joined the Schneider Electric. Now it's called Schneider Electric. When I joined, it was Invensys. I worked as a trainer for almost 20 years, and I worked with NK and Ganesh Karthik for a short period. Okay, so it's like a MIT gathering. I don't feel, I think I taught you analytical instruments in my memory. Yeah, but I didn't see in the thing. Yeah. Because I remember most of you, because you were my first batch students. So happy, since when NK called, I told, even if you give a word, I'll come. I always like to come to MITs to see my staffs and juniors. But personally, Ravi Shankar came and given the invitation. So thank you very much. And what else to say? Chandra Babu, you all belong same batch? Chandra Babu, Kribalan. Yeah, I remember. And I also remember Chandra Babu and Kribalan's fun during all the festivals. Okay, so.
Annie remember பண்றாலோ இல்லையோ ஹேண்ட் ரைட்டிங் ப்ரொஃபசர் நீ 10 தடவை சொல்லி எங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு.
And when we met, we didn't call many of our, hardly 5 professors were there, Dr. PK, Dr. JS, and I'm happy to see all my professors here, which whom I didn't meet during our 25th year. So your batch have taken lot of pain and time to invite all. I'm happy to see all my professors here. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. Wish you all a happy and a successful career and family. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you very much for remembering me and invited for this great occasion. Really, it is my pleasure to be part of the occasion, great occasion. Actually, for instrumentation people, students, I took classes at the early stage of my career. Fiber optics also I used to take in addition to this. So I have a least interaction with you people, because most of the subjects I used to take in electronics department. Okay, I wish you all the very best for you and family. God bless you all.
Thank you very much for inviting me, for remembering me. In fact, I'll call him Junior Professor Nagarajan, a miniature Professor Nagarajan. So that's what we felt when we saw him here. So much of resemblance with our Professor Nagarajan. Thank you for inviting me. It was like being in the old times of MIT with Professor PK, Professor CNK, Professor SR, and all the old teachers. It was like being in old MIT. Like I have retired from the campus, so coming back to the campus is a great joy for me also. And like our miniature Professor Nagarajan said, like in the second row only they used to hear my classes. I was not aware of this for a very long time until one of my students called me from the US and he was talking to me. And in between his voice was breaking. So I told him, your voice is breaking, I'm not able to hear properly. Then he told me, ma'am, then it's like your microprocessor class. Only then, it was that day that I realized my voice was not carrying to the last benches. So after that, I took some effort by taking portable speaker and all that. But then still, I don't know how much it helped. So that was the way it was. And thank you for inviting me. And it was great pleasure being with you all and also watching the video. Like it brought back, I think it would have definitely brought back all your memories. And for us also, it was like being here in MIT in those days. Thank you very much. Thank you. She enjoys telling that. Probably I'll give the mic so that all of you all can hear it.
I don't need the mic.
Thank you, ma'am. If any of the current staff, if you guys want to say a couple of words, you're welcome. All right, I'm taking it as no. So this concludes this session. So next, we are going to be moving to the lab to see the demo prepared by some of our awesome students. And then after that, we will proceed for lunch. And when we talk to the students, we will also have our Q&A. The lunch will be at 1:30. Oh, okay. We would like to take a group picture. So please come to the front. Thank you.